So we're going over bringing a ladder to a flat roof or a roof with a parapet. In this case, the roof isn't actually flat, but it's pretty flat. But it does have a parapet. It's a small one, almost 2 foot at most. And it's one thing to do just to try if you want to. I think it works really, really well. It feels really safe when you're operating on these, is instead of bringing the ladder up and beyond the roof, then you have to step off and down even farther. It's almost like a fall onto the roof, or you have to step off the side of the ladder and then step on the parapet, which at that point, at any given time, you have a SCBA on, you may have tools, it's smoky, you can maybe lose your footing, somebody could bump into you, and you could fall off the roof. I think a safe way to do that, and it feels really comfortable, and comfortability is huge. If you're getting on a roof, it's not something we do every day, but if you're not comfortable, you're not gonna perform well. So if you are comfortable, you feel safe, you're gonna perform better. So as you come to the tip of the ladder with your gear, you got air pack on and everything. It's good to have the top rail of the ladder even with the parapet, or maybe a hair higher for getting on and off the roof. And that works for a roof that we know we don't need a roof ladder to go down on the other side. You could do this with the roof ladder to get down the other side. You may or may not know that depending on your pre-plans or in your first due district. But in this case, we're gonna operate with this roof right now. So what we do when you come to the edge, it's nice because I can basically just straddle the parapet. If anything goes wrong, I'm just sitting down. I can grab any other gear and get it onto the roof, and I'm not standing up very top heavy on the edge of a roof where something bad could go wrong. So it's pretty easy. And then once everybody comes off of the ladder, the operator could raise the stick, especially if we're working at night, could raise the stick a little bit to get light up here on the scene, and also offer like a beacon to where the exit route is. It's always good to have the ladder on the corner for multiple reasons. We can get to 2 sides of the building, but also if anything goes wrong and it's really smoky up here, we're doing a vent job. If you hit a parapet and you run left or right, you're gonna end up in a corner. So it's always good to have ladders at all corners of buildings and people operating on a highly smoked out roof. So that way they know where they're gonna end up getting off the roof at. So that light is a beacon. It's also a working light at nighttime. But when they raise it up, you only wanna raise it up enough to where the light is coming across the roof, but it's not so high that somebody couldn't get off of the roof quick if nobody was at the turntable operating it anymore. So getting off the roof is the same thing. You're pretty tired after you get off the roof from venting. It's been a good job, but you can really just ease onto the ladder and almost fall into it rather than being unbalanced as you come off the roof. You got an air pack on, you're already tired, you got a gear. You can go ahead and put your saw on there, and as you come off, it's just really coming down at that point. So I think this really helps for these roofs that you know you can get off on, and we'll go over the taller parapets here in a little bit.